Peace, everybody.
We late to the show, man. We late to getting live. We said we was gonna go live a little earlier.
So the little guy wanted to hang out with us.
Look, I want to hang out, so we kind of a little late. Yeah, for sure. Peace, everybody. We live, y'all. We live. Come in the party.
Just gonna do this. Wait.
Might jump in the spot.
Jump up in here. Jump up in here. We're just gonna let it happen innately. But you know, with the streamer, it's a little different. The streamer, it's a little different.
Oh, you want to be on the yard?
No, you're not on the yard, right? You're on.
Did you want to be?
No. I didn't.
Oh. Yo, what up out there in the universe?
I'm making a basket, guys. I'm going to be loud until somebody comes in, and when somebody comes in, I'll be quiet. So look, we got the Gucci box going on. We got the Gucci box. We're making a Gucci gift box.
We actually got a pretty good topic to build about, for couples and mental health. For the ones who, looking for a good topic, looking for a good build. We actually got a pretty good topic.
I'm going to do it this way. And we have the flu. So we're fighting the flu.
And Love has the flu.
And Love has the flu. We'll say it again when people come in, but we're fluing it up over here.
Except me.
Because you just deny it. As you cough, you're in denial.
No, I'm coughing for cookies.
Yeah, you can be in denial if
I'm coughing for cookies, not the flu.
you can be in denial if you want to. Hey, yo.
Yo, what's up?
Thanks
Who we
for
got
coming
in live? Thanks for coming in.
I'm making flowers.
There's a lot going on. Love making some flowers.
Putting some flowers together for my little box. Friday nights always suck, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Friday night fuck?
They do. People are usually out in real life.
Nah, it's definitely some people out there that want to kick it.
Y'all want to talk about? You want to talk some ish? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hello.
Well, you can watch you build the box. We got a lot going on. We actually got a topic. We might well go ahead and go into the topic, man, because the topic is pretty dope.
But look, I'm building this box. Let's talk about the box first. So
Okay,
I'm building, I build baskets. Hey, I can't say hi.
Samara, Pandi,
So
hi.
I got this box. I make baskets and boxes for Valentine's Day. So I have this Gucci box, authentic Gucci box that I'm putting flowers in for somebody for some lucky lady that's gonna get it as a gift. Yep. So I'm making that as we're sitting here. Plus I have the flu. That's why we're looking like we are.
Maya got flu. Wish her well. Wish that she get better. Hi, Livy forever. What's up, Livy? What's up, Zen? Zen Cole. Yeah.
Okay, so we do have a topic that we want to talk about. You go ahead and kick us in it.
All right, this couples in mental health for the ones that's tuning in, and for the ones that's tuned in before. Thank you for popping in again. It's all love, and our topic today is PTSD versus
CPTSD.
So it's
we just add the C in front of the PTSD. You just add.
It just makes it complex.
Complex versus just regular PTSD.
Regular PTSD versus complex PTSD.
And what does that look like?
Like, what does it look like?
What has been the journey of?
Is it a difference?
What's the journey? Is there a journey? Yeah, or is there a difference?
Is there a difference? Like, what is it? Like, because some people don't really know what it is. Some people don't know what PTSD is. Post-traumatic stress syndrome.
And usually it stems from people that came from the war initially, and they actually used to call it shell-shocked back in the day. The PTSD was actually diagnosed as shell-shocked.
Right.
From the soldiers back in the day. And so that's where it came from, but then it generated into PTSD. But then this thing came up for like war veterans
Right.
Which put the CPTSD, which is complex, and the complex PTSD. What happens is you're actually
Thanks
starting.
for subbing, Livy Forever.
You're starting to your trauma starts at childhood. Right. And it consistently have trauma going from childhood on up to whenever.
And this is the complex she's talking about.
That's the complex. So the PTSD, anybody can have PTSD, right? Because you could go outside and hear like 2 cars crash, right? 2 cars can crash in front of you and they're really loud. They scare you for the rest of your life. You're scared. As soon as you're if you see 2 cars get close to each other.
Okay.
Like,
for me, like I know the most noticeable difference between the two, right? I say for instance, the noticeable difference between the two is that one is you experience when you're grown, and the other one you can experience.
You start to experience when you're a child.
You start to experience it when you're a child.
Correct.
See, like PTSD, okay, like Love said, it started from when like guys went to the military or they had like to live through bad experiences or whatever, and those bad experiences left them some type of way, left them traumatized. So, you know what I mean?
What they seen, what they heard, what they did.
They heard, they did. All right. So now take that.
Hey y'all.
Yo, what's up?
Hey Emily. Hey baby. How you doing?
Hey Emily. So now you take that same thing and what makes it complex is that now it's something, the trauma that's been relived over and over again.
It doesn't have to be the same trauma. It's just consistent trauma.
Yeah, consistent trauma.
It's consistent trauma that just happens like from when you're born till, till whenever you decide to get help for it, right? And it gets diagnosed. But the problem is that CPTSD is not in the DSM right now, which is like the Bible for mental health disorders in the United States. Now, CPTSD is recognized throughout the world, but not in the United States. And so it's very hard to get treatment for it. So, full transparency, I have CPTSD, right? I've been diagnosed with it. I've been treated for it through DBT therapy, and they recognized it, but not everybody recognizes it. So you can't just go to any therapist and say, "Oh, I have CPTSD. I need to work on that."
Right.
Because it's not in the DSM. It's not something that they are familiar with, that they know the difference in. So you really can't get the proper help you need.
In the DSM. So what is?
It's like the Bible. Essentially, it's like the dictionary for mental health disorders. They look at that when you give them your symptoms.
That's a book. That's a book, basically.
Yeah, it's a book. Yeah, and so since it's not in there, you can't just go and say, okay, well, I was diagnosed with CPTSD. I need help. And they're gonna be like, okay, well, that's not here in my book. I don't know how to help you with that. Right. So you have to find very niched therapists and different kinds of therapy. But the problem with that is then you have to pay out of pocket, because the niche therapy doesn't take insurance, right?
Right.
So if you don't take my insurance and I need this help for, you're the only one that treats this disorder, then where does that leave me? Now I'm paying. Now
I think I think that we kind of like wanted to have this episode tonight because it's like just to show people that when it comes to mental health, and it's very complex. It's a complex thing because
it's everybody has their own journey, but at the same time,
everybody
everybody's fighting the same fight. It's stemming from different places, but everybody's fighting the same fight.
Right.
But interesting enough, only 44% of Americans that are diagnosed with mental health. It's coming out. It's coming out, y'all. But interesting enough, only 44% of Americans that have been diagnosed with a mental health disorder actually gets help for it. They actually seek treatment for it. So, so we have a lot of work to do here in the United States as far as recognizing, being empathetic, recognizing people that have mental health issues.
I don't know if a lot of people caught that, like, really for real, out of all the people that got mental health issues, only 40% of the people find mental health help.
They go and ask for help. Yeah,
they go and ask for help. And that's a lot left on the table, man. That's like a lot of people.
Play Bruno Mars.
Here's some music by
I'm gonna put it quietly. Hold on, just stay. Alexa, turn it down 2 notches. Look, see? See, it ain't loud enough to we put it down low.
Oh yeah. Let you tell it.
Hey, whoever's in here still, somebody tell us something. He's gonna kill me. This man wants to kill me every day.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me. How you guys liking my flowers? We're gonna see how they look in the box in a second.
If anybody hears any music, we don't own the rights to it, just so you know.
You guys don't hear no music. Ain't nobody hear no music. You tripping, sir. Nobody hears nothing.
But yeah, we wanted to have this episode and wanted to talk about, just the mental health and the complex mental health issue, because it's like everybody comes from their own different perspective and their own different history of like having issues.
And even their help and the kind of assistance that they need, like, for example, meditation helps for a lot of people that have mental health disorder. Mm-hmm. Meditation helps. Meditation drives me crazy. Like, meditation really makes me want to just like crawl out of my skin. It's just like something that I cannot do. Mm-hmm. So there's just so many different things that work for different people. But I think the main thing is just recognizing the fact that there's so many people out there that are afraid to get the proper help or ask for help or tell people they're struggling because there's such a faux pas on mental health. And the people generally the people that say, oh, I have a mental health disorder, they be the most dysfunctional people that, that you don't see them trying to do anything. You don't have to be perfect, right. Shoot, I'm not perfect. I slip up and I do things wrong that, that I'm not proud of and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm still striving to, find the proper help that we need, that I need. And, I don't know, it's just, it's kind of a...
It's a journey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a journey.
It's a journey, and it's like it's something to accept that, it's never gonna stop, you know what I mean? Because that's really hard. Because you think that you can do all this work, I can do all this work, and then I can arrive to this point where, like, it's over with now. I done kind of conquered it or something like that, but it just doesn't really work like that at all when it comes to mental health issues, you know what I mean? So.
I'm gonna lay it off right there because it's loud, so I'm gonna stop doing it right there. But yeah, and the other thing is, like, I don't know, we're striving to do something different with our content that we have on here. We, I don't know if you've seen my husband's channel where he, like, posted funny Amazon, like, the Amazon delivery stories and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he's striving to do that. We're striving to do something together here to show that, that couples can work together and they can achieve stuff together.
Yeah.
And that, like, when you're going through issues, you should, if you have a spouse, you should be able to count on them and lean on them and figure out, like, what needs to happen and what's the next steps in your life's journey. And we're striving to show that we're not perfect.
Definitely not.
We have a lot of funny, not funny. They're not funny at the time.
We have a lot of experiences.
We have a lot of experiences there we go. We have a lot of experiences that are crazy. For people that don't know, like, sometimes when
I was just telling, like, let me just say, I was just telling my mom today, like, for somebody looking from the outside looking in, you know what I mean? Especially if they kind of like drop in when we having like a situation or whatever.
Ain't that the truth, Emily?
Yeah, right, Emily. Like, especially like if we having like a situation or something, then they can probably get a bad perception and they be like, dang, their relationship bad or whatever, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like our relationship is built and founded on love, so it's like you can't let one incident or just erode somebody's perception. Erode your perception. That's why I say.
Right, because the bad moment is only like 1%. Sometimes in life when we're struggling, it might be 5%. Yeah. It gets a little higher or whatever. But that the bad times and those bad things are only such a small amount of what we have going on overall. Like, we're parents, right? We got parents. We got 2 grown children. We got 1 little child. So we started over.
Anybody out there, a couple dealing with mental health out there? You know what I mean? Anybody in a relationship that, you know, you're dealing with your mental health issues and you're striving to get your spouse to understand anything like that.
And if you are, and I think that, you know, even if you don't speak up and people, I think that the main thing is to don't be embarrassed to tell your spouse, even if it's not your spouse. Some people don't have spouses they can confide in, but your friends, your family, whoever you feel closest to, don't be embarrassed to say that you're struggling, because a lot of people are struggling in the world, but everybody's afraid to say something, so nobody knows the next person is struggling.
Right.
So it's just really important to know that you shouldn't be embarrassed or ashamed to say that you struggle.
Right. You shouldn't.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's not easy about this stuff. Especially, it's not easy about having, you know, mental health issues alone, but then, you know, it complexes things when you have other people involved. Like, you know, you got children. Doppler. Doppler, of course. Well, when you got spouse, and then
mamas. You got moms.
Yeah, moms.
So you got moms, you got dads, you got siblings, you got all kinds of people that just, you know, can come in and have a perception of what's going on that might not really be there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Come on, kick it. Let's see what you got to say. He's the man of all he can say it all.
Well, yeah, I got a lot to say. What? You y'all want to hear a story about life?
Look, so this is the thing. We sit here right here like so stiff on the couch. We be bitching all day. Let's be honest. we don't, but we do. And you know, like, we love each other to death, and we don't fight on a daily basis. But we're a funny dynamic because we're very different, but we're so the same.
Yeah.
And so it's a real funny dynamic that we have.
We gotta work on being able to tell our stories without getting
in your feelings. We gotta work on being able to tell stories without him getting in his feelings.
Yeah. I am without
him.
Yeah, without me getting in my feelings.
We have some really funny stories. We've experienced a lot of life together, and we got a lot more life ahead of us. We've experienced a lot of success, especially in our children. Like, you know, we do have a little one right now, so, you know, like, we're being able to groom him the way that we see fit for the world today. But we have 2 very successful children too that are adults, that they're good kids. We're lucky that they're really good kids. They don't always have it together. You know, they got their heads up their butt sometimes. But that's okay. They don't have it together all the time, but they are pretty good kids. They work hard. They're both hard workers.
And, you know, with us, you know, experiencing or studying, you know, what it means to have mental health issues and stuff, we able to communicate with them, you know, a lot more effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're able to communicate with us.
And communicate with us.
There was a time, though, I'm not going to lie, there was a time for anybody that has had a teenage daughter, right? Like, and this is the difference between her and the boys, right? Is the fact that I thought that I had to control every aspect of her. Like, how she did her hair, you know, like, I used to cut flat iron cords because she was flat iron her hair too much. I used to tell her she can't do this, she can't wear this, she can't, like, it was like, I was striving so hard to perfect her into the, you know, the girl that I thought she was supposed to be. And what I did, though, is I actually hindered her into her development into who she needed to be and who she actually was. And so we went through a lot of hardship with that. We went through a lot of hardship, and, you know, like, I take responsibility for that. Right. But I just wanted to keep her protected. I thought I was doing the right thing in the time. But looking back now, I'm like, oh, man, you know, I could have dealt with that a lot differently, and it probably would have been a different outcome.
But, you know, it go back to those same, you know, that mother bear stuff where mothers always try to, can you tell her to stop music?
Oh, stop the music, Alexa. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep playing. Yeah. Alexa, stop the music.
Yeah, but it go back to those same thing where, you know, mothers, you know, parents strive to do the best thing, you know, for their children. And you know, sometimes they don't try to do the best thing. Sometimes they get in the way.
It does. Well, especially with like if I think the boys with the dads and the moms with the girls, right? Because with the boys it's like, oh shoot, you want to wear them boots outside and it's 92 degrees? Come on, put them on, let's go. But my daughter, I'll be like, okay, no, you need to make sure you have these sandals on. You need to make sure you look this certain way or you like be this certain way. And no, you can't eat that because you might gain too much weight.
Shoot, me gonna be like, boy, your feet gonna be hot.
Yeah, but come on with it, like let's go.
Feet gonna be
hot. So I did learn that, you know, like unfortunately, you know, I was a young parent, so you know we grew up together, but I did learn that lesson, and that's the biggest lesson I get, especially with you, Emily. I know you're about to have a little baby girl. And I don't know if you have any other children, but the biggest lesson I would say is don't let them be who they want to be, or who they are, as long as they're not hurting anybody. Yeah. Because when you try to hinder their development, it sets them back a lot, and it creates a lot of resentment that doesn't necessarily need to be there.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's, you know, the lesson I learned with our first child.
And that in a way can give them PTSD.
I did give her PTSD. You know? I gave her CPTSD based on me having complex PTSD. I deflected it onto my child. I did. I deflected it onto her, and but I didn't know I was doing it at the time.
Other than little guy, no, she is my first.
Yeah, so just know that girls are hard, and she gonna try to do something with her hair that you don't like, but at the end of the day you have to think, okay, if she likes it, then is this fight worth it? Am I eroding her self-esteem by telling her she can't wear her hair like that? Because what happens is you end up eroding their self-esteem when you don't mean to. You're trying to help them out, you think you're helping, but you're actually eroding their self-esteem, which then creates a problem.
Then create a situation where she feel like she gotta sneak around you.
To do it right, like, you know, like put your hair in pigtails, or you know, like whatever it is a big deal. It's a secret. Now that we got these secrets that we don't need to have, and it's like, why are you so secretive? Because you always have something to say about what I'm doing. That's why I'm so secretive. And so it's just that was the lesson that I learned with, you know, like with our first child. The other two, the boys, you have to let them talk. Right? You have to encourage them to use their voice. Because boys are, you know, they're meant to be tough, and they do tough things, and they you know, like they're built to be the man.
Yeah, I'm still doing my best to try to work on you know, a better relationship with our son. And you know, because of my you know, I say my experience growing up. And, you know, my lack of having, like, a father figure to look at, to, like, see how to navigate through the relationship. So, you know, I'm still learning. Probably trying to give him the best of me, but at the same time, I'm probably giving him some type of PTSD.
And, you know, we love our children
giving him some type of PTSD that mess around with me.
We're spread out right now. You know, we got one child in California, one in Atlanta. We're here in Arkansas with the little one. But the one thing I will tell you, that we've been on vacation every year for a lot of years now, and we always go as a family. Yeah. Like, we always go as a family. Like, our kids are going to show up when it comes time for vacation with their parents. There's no lack of them wanting to be with their parents.
Yeah, they be trying to get busy.
Yeah, they, you know, like anytime it's like, okay, if they can come right now, if we call them right now and say, okay, this weekend we're about to fly y'all out. Or you need to fly yourself out. Like, the oldest one, our daughter, she gonna get a flight. Like, you know, like, because she just got herself in that position. She's older. She's 24. She's been doing a lot of things. But if we said it, they'd be up here, attention, ready to go. Like, okay, what we finna do? Are we going to go to the zoo with the little one? We're going to go to the zoo with the little one? Okay, they'll come all the way across the country for that. Just to do something so simple as going to the aquarium with their little brother. And what did you say? What were you about to say?
No, I was just gonna thank the people for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Couples of Mental Health, you know, we just building on PTSD and complex PTSD,
and kind of how you deflect it onto your children and stuff like that.
How you deflect on your children.
It's like
the subject kind of navigated.
Yeah, but it's like generational, right? Like, you know, like my parents had trauma. which then they gave me trauma, which I didn't recognize as trauma. So I gave my children trauma.
So
but now I'm like, yeah, but now I'm like, okay, well, I gave half of our children trauma, right? We got two out of the 3. Yeah. Well, and we're working not to traumatize our last one because now we recognize there's trauma, so we're working to do it differently. But it's like they say the shit rolls downhill.
Right, well, it's in King Court. So, good evening. What's up, though?
Hey, yo. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, so it's just crazy because you don't realize like the trauma that you're actually putting on other people. That you're putting on your loved ones and things like that. Because you don't even know that it's trauma, right? Like you think it's just normal because it happens. Like, okay, this happens. This is not traumatizing. But then 10 years down the line, you think about it, you're like, God damn, that traumatized the hell out of me.
Yeah, right.
And so you tend to deflect it onto your children before you even know that it's there. And I'm grateful for the fact that, okay, yeah, 2 of them we didn't recognize. But, we're backtracking now. We're trying to get it right. But, the last one that we can try to do it a little differently. And, and recognize the fact that he should have a voice. And you can't tell your kid. That's the other thing. You can't tell your kids to be quiet all the time.
You can't tell them to be quiet all the time.
When I was growing up, and I think my husband could probably attest to it, the fact the kids were to be seen and not heard.
Yeah, seen, not heard.
So, you didn't have a voice in whatever was going on.
We really striving to do a real strong approach to, letting our kid communicate and letting them talk and letting them say what's on their mind. And
if he's angry, he can tell us, I'm angry.
And stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, what you angry about?
And then not so, when he get mad, we jump to get mad with him and stuff like that. It's a whole, Emily said, I had to learn with little guy how to navigate being a parent. Yeah. He tests my patience. He knows he runs the house.
Every day, all day. All day, every day.
Yeah. Nah, he don't know this one. He know he don't run the house. He know.
he get mad though. He goes, I'm angry. That's what he says. He'll be like, I'm angry. He throws a little fist down and it's like, okay, well, shoot. Come, why are you angry? I'm going to my room. Okay, well, you go ahead and he'll come on back a few minutes later. Yeah, and it'd be like it didn't happen. Yeah, but he don't get in trouble for saying he's angry, right? The other 2 probably would have got in trouble for saying that they're angry. Like, boy, girl, what you think? Why you talking to me like that? To be honest, let's be honest. The other 2 would have got don't talk to me like that. You don't say that.
But
don't say that to me.
That's growing pains though. That's learning from your experience and mistakes and stuff like that. That we don't want them to. We don't want to put them on them that they can't communicate their feelings. Right. You know what I mean? That if they going through something or they feel like something that ain't fair and right as that, and they want an explanation, shoot, they can have an explanation. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, right, well, it needs a section. Oh. Oh yeah. What's up, Muggsy? It's Muggsy.
Muggs, where you been, Muggs? You done ditched us, huh? You ain't my friend no more. You see this gray hair? You ain't my friend no more, sir. And I got the flu. You gave me the flu. I can't see what Emily said.
What's that? Emily said, they said little guy got told the other day to pick up his Legos. He told me that I hurt his feelings by telling him to pick up his Legos.
Ain't that true?
Toys. Yeah, I know that's right.
Look, ours would be like, I'll be like, go pick up your Legos in your room, right? You got 2 Lego tables. Go pick up your Legos off the floor. Why can't you help me? Well, shoot, I didn't help you make the mess, sir.
Help you make the mess. I know that, right?
Muggsy doesn't tip. He doesn't tip. There is a bug going around. You are for sure about that.
You got it.
I got the bug. I got the bug.
I'm standing strong, though.
Yeah.
I'm standing strong above everybody.
This morning I thought I was going to die.
Newman, he's sick.
Yeah, we got plenty of emergency room visits and everything, but this morning I thought I was going to die, I promise you.
I'm out through there.
Now my chest is still weak, though. Yeah, I'm still weak.
Well, say you been sick, Muggs? I don't know, man.
Muggs, you got to be careful, though, because your health ain't the best. You can't be getting sick.
That immune system like me. Got that steel curtain.
That's what I was about to say.
What?
About the steel, you built up the steel. I was gonna say steel immune system. You said curtain, but I was gonna say the steel immune system.
I built up the steel curtain immune system, defense.
Not everybody can do that.
Mm-hmm.
It be people like you.
People like me, solid body. I don't get sick. I don't get sick.
He didn't throw up for 11 years.
They sick, not me.
Look, but he didn't throw up for 11 years. Right? Wasn't it 11?
11 years.
Until COVID came. When he got COVID, he threw up after 11 years. He had an 11-year run, and then COVID came and bleh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I went 11 years without throwing up.
And he got COVID twice, and he threw up both times. So he broke his stretch. 11-year stretch, he broke it because of COVID. That was crazy.
You like that?
That was crazy. I'm like, what the hell are you doing throwing up? I was like almost disgusted. I'm like, you don't throw up.
Yeah.
Remember, you were like, it's that gas station hot dog. No, man, that's that COVID that dude came in. We was at a party, y'all. So we had a birthday party for him right at the COVID time. And everybody was being safe, nice and safe and everything. And then this dude decided, one of his old school partners, I don't know who the dude was. He decided to come up in the party. He come up and he was sweating and everything. Like he looked like he wasn't right though. And he hugging on everybody and hanging out. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I got the COVID.
He was just drunk as a fool. He said he had the COVID.
Yes, he did.
Everybody was saying he had COVID just because he was just like
sweating. He was sweating and sick. You could tell he was sick. And then not 24 hours later, he got the COVID. Then the next day, I got the COVID. The baby got the COVID. His mama got the COVID.
Yeah, everybody caught COVID.
We all caught COVID because of the damn drunk food that showed up. That wasn't even invited. Dude wasn't even invited.
But Emily say last night got told to go to his mom daughter's room because he was soaking.
Because about the dog.
It was the end of the world last.
He wanted to get a little dog, and Emily had to put her foot down and be like, no, I'm not getting another. They already have a dog.
Hey.
And she got him, and Caden is out, in the military, so, and she's pregnant. And she's like, no more dogs. And he was soaking last night.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. You saved yourself a headache though.
Can't get his way all the time.
Like.
You gotta sit there and talk.
Get him a fish. Tell him you'll get him a fish. Say, we can't get a dog right now, but we can get a fish.
Nuh-uh, fish even some work.
That's true. But shoot, they die really quickly. And so it's just, you just replace them, just throw another one in. We did that. Get them the betta fish. It's easy to replace a betta fish.
But back to our topic, though.
Yeah.
What?
I think overall, it's hard to ask for help. And when you finally find the help that you think that you need, and they tell you that it's something that's not recognized, like CPTSD, for example, right, is a big thing. When it's not recognized in the DSM, which is for the United States, you can't just go anywhere to get help, so you feel very helpless and hopeless. And it causes you kind of to crash out a little bit sometimes because it's like, I can't get the help that I need because I don't have, I might not have $200 to spend every week on therapy.
That's how they
and essentially, that's how it is, right? Like when I did DBT therapy, it was amazing therapy, but we were paying $200 a week. We were paying more on therapy than we were on our household bills. And I did it for 2 years. Like for almost 2 years straight, we paid $200 a week, which it was outrageous. It was beneficial. Yes, very beneficial for us. But not everybody in the world can do that. Not everybody has that money.
But you know what I say that all that you learn from that, we need to take all that and share that on our channel and stuff.
Yeah, we do.
It's it was information that you paid for, and people can actually benefit from it.
And we benefit from it every day, even when we don't even realize it.
People not gonna have the opportunity to get exposed to it, get to it, and so.
But they have the other EMDI or whatever. Like, remember the eye therapy that your therapist was telling you that you should do? That's a really good therapy, but that's not covered by a lot of insurances either. And that helps you replace your memories. It helps you put them in a different place in your brain, like by eye movements. Yeah. And it allows you to restore them differently into your brain, so you don't feel traumatized by them. It's a proven fact that that therapy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. But that's not that's not covered by a lot of times it's not covered by insurance. So it's like the therapies that Americans really need are therapies that you have to have money in order to get.
Right.
And it's just not, it is unfair. And I think that, you know, like if our voices were stronger and everybody stood together, you know, like everybody that was going through this stood together and made a bigger stink out of it, then we would get further.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Let's wrap this up.
All right, man. You know, we appreciate y'all tuning in. The couples in mental health, you know, PTSD versus CPTSD. Just building on
We'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be back to
sharing
normal.
some family life experiences and stuff.
We're gonna talk about some funny stuff
everybody
tomorrow. We're gonna be like comedians.
We're gonna be like comedians tomorrow.
Like comedians
Hoping everybody
I'm actually
good
not
night.
gonna look like a dead person, and we're just gonna be.
Yeah, my wife's sick, man. Y'all hope she feel better.
Yeah.
Send a shout out. Better. You know what I'm saying? Burn an incense for a gift, good energy.
Yeah.
You want to show on the box before we go?
Look here, hold on. This is where we're going with the box. This is, of course, the paper's gonna go on the inside, but we're working on the box right now.
Gucci box, baby.
Yeah. Thank you, Emily Purse. You too, baby.
Thank you, Emily.
I'll talk to you soon. Yeah. So this is what I'm working on. I'll post a picture when I'm done with it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Everybody have a good night.
Okay.
Deal.